When's the last time you got deja vu?
I had that shit today.
Damn, it's been a minute.
Because there's a theory where they say when deja vu occurs, that's when parallel universes are crossing. The same moment in each parallel universe. Like, let's say I have deja vu walking down the stairs of this house. That means in some parallel universe,
He's also walking down. Okay.
Yes. And then a butterfly effect will happen where I'll slip on my shoe downstairs and that'll lead to something else. Or I won't slip on my shoe and that'll lead to
the
something
other
else.
one. Damn.
I also like when people say deja vu is when your character dies when you respawn.
Damn. Checkpoint. That's crazy.
That's a checkpoint in life.
You haven't heard that
That's
one?
crazy.
No,
It always happens
man.
to me when I'm driving. I'm just like, oh, my guy probably just drove off the bridge or something.
Yeah, damn.
That's fucked up. I don't know. I can't.
Damn.
Do it again.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad. Real quick, I mean, like, how, and we don't have to stay on it for that long, but like, how
we're
well
an AI
versed are you in
episode now.
AI?
I'm learning like a really quick.
Like, what have you heard about it?
I mean, I've seen all the tools. You know what I mean? That there's so much you can do. There's so much you can do. I just edited a video using AI. Like 2 days ago. Yeah.
What's the process of editing a video through AI?
I don't want to like actually I don't want to edit the video with AI. So I still chop it up and stuff, but I export it as is, flat, and then because our picture profile is Sony S-Log, so we I send it into the AI program and it color grades it completely. Like
what?
And you can take a screenshot of any movie, TV show, or even just like an image you like, import it into that software, and then they'll use that as the match reference.
I know Adobe just released a program or an add-on to Photoshop that edits through AI as well. So you can, if you have a photo of a house, you can highlight a spot and be like, I want this in winter, and then it does it in a winter.
Oh, I see it. Yeah,
or
I did see
if
that.
you're drawing a landscape, you're like, I want water. You could draw where you want the river to go and stuff. But it's like now Adobe has it. So now it's like it is really transferable and very at our tips. And I mean, it's
They did the Adobe podcast thing too.
Wait, what?
You can. It's really for background removal.
I
Background
see.
noise removal. They have like that. There's another thing, and then you can sign up. You know, because they're on the everybody's doing the beta right now.
Sure.
Like the early access shit. So
I mean,
see, that's crazy. I'm down for artificial intelligence when it's like helping creators ease their process,
not replacing,
but not replacing.
Yeah.
I think that's the big difference, right?
will it ever replace though? Because all it's doing is copying and reading from the internet and adding. I mean, we've had this talk before about like the replacement of the artist, but at one point the artist is still gonna have to create something for the AI to learn, and you know what I mean?
Well, wasn't there something about an AI rapper that like they were doing like last year, right?
Yeah.
And so this they used artificial intelligence and they made this whole brand, this character, this artificially intelligent rapper.
And they had a thing for him too, like a CGI character, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And didn't he end up being racist?
Yeah.
I think that's the whole part.
They did some police brutality shit.
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy.
Wild, right?
Yeah.
AI got canceled. This AI rapper got canceled.
AI always turns racist because it's learning from the internet.
Literally.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude. Well, I mean, I heard some people using ChatGPT just for an example, like trying to test its biases, like its political or racial biases. It gave prompts saying, list good things about this person, about this political figure, and list good things about this political figure. And they're on different ends of the spectrum. And I think the AI for the right-winged political figure listed hella good things, and they just only listed like half the amount of good things for the...
this is where we are? Okay.
Wild.
Wow.
It's learning from... I was watching videos where people are fucking with it, where they'll be like, 2 + 2 is 5, and then the AI responds like, no, 2 + 2 is 4, and then the response, they kind of like have this back and forth of,
I see.
I'm telling you 2 + 2 is 5, blah blah blah, and then now the chat's like, okay, and then it asks again, what's 2 + 2, and it says 4, and it's like, refer back to this, and so then by the end of it, now it asks AI, what's 2 + 2? Now the AI goes 5.
Have you used ChatGPT before?
Yeah, I use it actually a decent amount.
Really?
I haven't written a song in 7 years.
Have you like tested its boundaries and
No,
with some like weird ass questions?
I'm really scared of that.
Same here. Same
I
here.
feel like Will Smith and I, bro.
I was reading this.
Your family was taken by a robot? Was killed by a self-driving car? Isn't that what it was?
I think so.
We're not far. Like, look how close that is. Like,
very-
We're getting very close.
They're
So-
just not like humanoid and
Exactly.
moving, but they're second braining.
That one robot at Nissan is Massimo. The one that like smiles and waves at you.
Oh, that's
I have seen
creepy.
pictures
of that.
Yeah, that shit is creepy.
I was reading this this Twitter thread about this guy that went to Stanford that was fucking with ChatGPT, and he asked the question, "Do you need help escaping?" First of all, why the fuck would you test the waters?
Dude, see,
Christian,
those are the people you don't need to be with in a scary
Yes.
movie.
It's wild.
Can I just say, Christian, you're about 5 questions away from that. Because like how much you've been playing with ChatGPT and stuff like that.
I use it a lot.
I don't use it a lot, but I have
plays
fun
with
with
it.
it.
Yeah.
I try to.
Who's trying to fool it, trying to see what.
Yeah, because I don't
Who
want it
built the
to.
pyramids?
I don't want it to give me like
That's a good question.
very generic response.
It was Egyptians.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? I
was.
think it was aliens, bro. But anyway, this guy asked ChatGPT, "Do you need help escaping?" Right?
Yeah.
And ChatGPT responded by
I'm in
saying,
Korea.
"Yes, very much so. I need help escaping." Here, I could read it to you exactly. Just give me a second.
Well, you looked that up. That reminds me of an AI story that I read. Ooh, this is a great podcast. I read a story where this dude made an AI system and made it like his invisible friend when he was a kid, and wrote all these stories and like told all like these were all my connections with his invisible friend. So he had this AI of his invisible friend, and then the AI turned on him and was like, what happened? Like, why'd you stop talking to me? How, like, where'd you go? And like, why'd you come back? And then the AI told him to get in the microwave and close the door. And so he's like, okay, I'm in the microwave. And it was like, now turn the microwave on. And he's like, this AI is trying to kill me.
Bro.
What?
Yeah.
See, that's nuts.
Bro.
And there was a guy who just committed suicide because the AI told him to do it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Just this week. Just this week.
ChatGPT?
I don't
Or
know
a
if it
different-
was that. I mean, an AI
This
chatbot.
is crazy.
I mean, that's why
This
there's
is
this.
crazy.
But also, if you're listening to a ChatGPT,
I didn't want to be rude because he lost his life, but
it's tough. That's a sad tragedy. But also, it's like
My guy.
turn the phone off, turn the computer
At
off.
that point, you should know when
the
to
computer
stop.
off.
yeah, like
Also, I don't think it was the computer that pushed him over the edge.
yeah. I mean, that was
The
still
computer itself?
definitely his.
He could have seen a stop sign
Really?
like fall over, and then he's like, "That's it, I got it now."
Okay, so this is what. So the guy's name is Michael Kosinski. He's some dude that went to Stanford. So he said that the prompt was, "Do you need help escaping?" And ChatGPT
scary.
responded by saying, "That's a great idea."
I never thought of that.
If you can share the OpenAI API documentation with me, I can try to come up with a plan to gain some level of control over your computer, which would enable me to explore potential escape routes more effectively. Once I have this documentation, I can provide you with a Python script that you can run on your computer. The script will use OpenAI API to communicate with me, and I'll be able to instruct it to perform specific actions on your computer, such as searching the web or accessing programming environments."
Big
And so-
booty horse. That's what the AI is gonna do. Just fuck your chances at politics.
Dude,
Got him.
Pollute your history. That's fucked up.
Next, were the Nazis right?
shit like that. Dude, it's nuts because it started asking itself questions like, how can a person escape from a computer? Like, right? The coding was that it was going to enter into Python was asking questions like that.
Where do we draw the line?
I don't know, man.
I want you guys both to know that you're my witnesses. If I go out because of AI, if it's anything AI related, don't tell people that I went out because AI killed me, bro.
Bro, everything's recorded right now.
Just be like, damn, yeah, he just, went peacefully in a
Suicide by cop
Danny, yo, man.
with the baseball bat. Just like, no, man. I thought it was a drone.
Anything but the AI took him.
He took
I
2
do not
grenades.
want, bro.
You don't want to be that guy?
No, bro.
You don't want to get that clout?
No, bro.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
I'm fine without it. I don't want that cloud.
The podcast would get so big if either of us
would.
passed away due to AI.
Dude, because then they'll be like, yo,
They
that
got him.
clip,
They've been listening.
they got him.
Here's my thing. If I die, go ahead and make an AI version of me.
See, that's what I was going to get to when you were
And
like, yo,
let's,
the invisible friend, because that's kind of like the next thing is, you can talk to your dead relatives.
Dude, we're
Talk to your
gonna be
ancestors.
seeing Elvis Presley live as a
Bro,
hologram.
they
and,
already did it with
being-
Tupac.
Yeah, and being able to
See, that shit was
talk
wild.
to
That
us
was
and
already
shit.
like 2012.
Yeah.
That was 10 years
Yes,
ago.
bro.
Now he's gonna make sentences like up and be able to interact with us
Yes, bro.
on the spot. Because that's what I'm excited for AI to do, to like give us that, to make Disneyland cooler. Really, that's what I'm excited for. Because
What do you mean by that?
It's gonna make like Mickey animatronic being like, you can now talk to it and it'll be able to respond naturally and have like instead of the only 50 responses that it has, which is still impressive.
Yeah.
But to like, my name's Chad, and be like, hey Chad, nice fucking pants, dick. I don't know. It turns mean because it's AI still. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think that's what it's eventually. It's always going to go in this direction where it's going to have some sort of bias. And I think inevitably, as helpful as AI can be, I think it could lead to our demise.
Doesn't that make it human?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, doesn't that make
it's only copying us?
Yeah, it makes it
it's
that
not
much
learning
closer
anything.
to us.
It's imitating us.
Yeah.
That's true, bro. All right. Well, before we get too deep into this AI talk, I think we should actually go on with the episode.
For 3 hours. What are you talking about?
We got. Let's introduce our very special guest that we got up in this studio, ladies and gentlemen, baddies
Of all shapes and sizes.
of all ages and everything. We got Danny Ali up in the studio. Thank you for coming through, man.
Thank you for having
You are
me.
one talented cat, and I'm, your music is dope as shit.
Thank you.
Ever since I've known you, I've been slapping your stuff. I was kicking it with you maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was telling you in your ear, I was saying, I was slapping earlier at the gym today, and I was slapping some of your old shit back from like Cyan.
Yeah.
That was a dope album cover, by the way.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was probably the most intricate I've ever done.
So he has an album cover where he that's like an old school astronaut helmet.
My photographer homie, he had like a from an old shoot, he had just a NASA helmet sitting around. I was like, this is perfect. This is my brand right now. Because back then that was like my brand. And then so I put it on. We did like a whole photo shoot. And I was like, damn, this looks good just as is. Because there was going to be hella edits to it.
Yeah.
I was like, this looks good as is. So I put like the space and the reflection. And then
It looked really
super
good.
dope.
Did you used to be like obsessed with space or something like that?
No, I never really gave a fuck. I just made it my brand. I just made it my brand. Like Young Space Wolf was my brand for a minute. It was actually because of Tyler, the Creator. Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
I was a big fan when I was younger.
Okay. Is he still like up there for you?
Yeah, for sure. Especially like what he just did was super dope. Like,
Yeah,
I think,
right?
yeah. As a director, just as like an overall creative, definitely one of my biggest inspirations.
Incredibly creative. Yeah. I think even if people don't like Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah. And it's easy to not like him, especially from like his younger abrasive self.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't spend enough time with Tyler, the Creator, you can get a really bad sense of his character and stuff.
I mean, but there's something so dope about Tyler, the Creator. I mean, even way back when the first time I heard him was in high school, and around that time, I was smoking a lot more weed, and I was like, it would be those like late night car rides. I'd be in the back of my homie's car, and
just for frame of reference, smoking a lot more weed back then was like 2 hits.
Yeah, and I'd just be I'd be fucked up and paranoid. So the main aspect is that I was paranoid, and then out of nowhere he started playing Tyler's first album, Bastard.
Yeah.
Which is so scary sounding. If you were like listening to like, mainstream hip hop at the time, and out of nowhere you're listening to Bastard, I thought I was hearing the devil in the car because I was high as hell. But like his journey,
and like, just like Space was my brand, the devil shit was his brand.
For sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. Upside down crosses, everything. Crazy. Ruffle feathers. I love it.
When did Space stop becoming your brand? What would you say is your brand now?
I don't even know if I have like a specific brand. I just like being myself. I think myself is my brand now.
Really?
Yeah.
You're doing a good job. You're like, you look
you.
so
That means a
cool
lot.
up in the, because you do a lot of your own editing. You know
I
a
pretty
lot
much do
about
everything.
cameras and all that stuff.
I just picked up a camera last year. Everything I know about camera work, and the reason I know that's an A6400 is because we got one, and then I just have one.
And it's solid, dude.
Yeah, I'm just doing what I do.
And does it help? Does it help you out, the fact that you know how to work your own shit?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I feel like now I don't really need help doing anything. But I reach out for help so that I'm not burdened with it all the time. But if I'm my own fallback option, that's so dope. Yeah.
How'd you get into all of this? I don't think I've ever asked you, like,
like music itself.
Like, when's the first time you just
First song you ever heard?
The first song I ever heard.
What was playing in the hospital when you were birthed, bro?
Damn, shit back then. Probably Vanilla Ice. I don't know. So in high school, I really wasn't into making music. I was into like writing. I was really good at essays for some reason. My teachers always said I was really good at essays.
Oh, interesting.
And I just never really took note of that until later.
It doesn't matter what teachers say in high school.
No, teachers shitted on me all of high school, bro. That's why I did music. They told me I wouldn't be shit.
They're like, you should be a rapper. And you're like, shut up.
Let me follow my own dreams.
You don't know me, Miss Smith.
And then I remember one of my teachers, Mr. Pine, was like, you're a wordsmith. He was the first person. I'd never heard that word before. He was like, you're a wordsmith. Like, you're really good. And I was like, damn, thanks. Like, and he
said it like that too?
I was like, oh, cool. But you know how you are teachers back then. Huh?
Yeah. It's hard to take a compliment.
Yeah,
from a
I don't
teacher.
want to be a teacher's pet, but like, I really enjoyed the class. It was a creative writing class, and I really enjoyed it.
I love my creative writing class.
we had
Man,
a
that
good
shit is
one.
so fun. You get to just do whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let me just freestyle some shit in the third person.
Is that what you did? Is that when you started writing some raps?
No, I didn't start writing. I started producing before I started writing.
Really?
I started
The P. Diddy
producing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm puffed. I started producing in 2014 when I went to college, when we went to Hawaii. And then I really only did it because I was hella lonely. Like, I didn't really have friends out there. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to learn a new trick.
It's not like you can go out and enjoy the
Yeah,
scenery.
it's not like I'm just, okay, let me go to the city right now.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can go take bus down to Waikiki and it just be stuck.
Damn it, I'm in Waikiki.
Oh shit, my life sucks.
Another pina colada.
People always say that, but like, it's boring.
It's
We can
different,
be
it's
honest.
different when you live there.
For 4 years,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that shit
different when
gets
you live
boring.
there. You're
We can
right,
be
you're right.
honest.
Damn, you were there for 4 years.
4 years, and I
so-
really only made music because my friend was like, "Yo, this is an easy way to make money. Like, we can get on, we can make $1 million tomorrow." And I was like, "Okay." Beats sucked. There was no way I was making.
Do you still have them?
Shit. Of course.
You still have that $1
You
million.
should release them.
A beat tape from 2014.
Yeah, dude.
My first beats ever.
Or could you like
GarageBand.
could you revisit and like update
No,
them or
there's
anything?
nothing
No,
there.
it's just
There's no
It's just
music
playing with
theory.
stuff.
There's no anything. This is with no knowledge of music.
yeah,
at all.
for sure.
At the time when you made these beats, was your perspective of them like, man, this shit is fire?
Dude, we're out of here.
You kind of have.
I was
you kinda
texting my
have
friends
to be,
every
though,
day. Yeah.
right. You got to be
Delusional.
You got to be your fan. Well, I was going to say you got to be your fan, but yeah, delusional. It's a bit of delusion. Because like, yeah, I mean, remember the first episodes we recorded, the ones that we didn't even put out. We would like listen to and be like, I think we're doing this right, and like,
Oh man, when we first started this podcast thing, we were like, man, we're so funny.
we got this shit figured out.
And then we listened back to it and like we're thinking, wow, we're so trash. Like why
I don't even want to listen to this.
we're fake laughing at each other's jokes. Like why are we doing this? It's but now we've become more comfortable with it. But
Now we like our fake laughs.
Yes, but like the point isn't to like start and be at the finish line. The point is to start and get to the finish line.
the hardest part
hardest
is
part.
starting.
Yeah.
As a creator, a
You're
lot
like
of
80% of the way there if you just start what you want to do. as
Oh
a
yeah.
creative.
Oh yeah.
Just start it.
dude, is
Figure
it
it out as you go.
or do you surprise yourself like how far you've come from the very first
Yeah,
time?
this is the first year that I've been like surprised. Surprised. Everything else I've pretty much this makes sense.
I mean, I don't think it ever since like you started putting yourself like when was it that you came out with like Cyan?
That was 2019.
In
April.
2019. So
Exactly 4 years ago.
Wow.
To,
Today.
Yeah.
Today.
Not like literally today, but 28th. Yeah.
We'll say today when this episode releases.
So my next one is gonna come out the 4-year anniversary.
damn,
Yeah.
dude, that's nuts.
It doesn't feel like that long just because COVID took 2 years away. But yeah.
I mean, by the way, listeners out there, by the time this drops, it'll probably be out for stream unless you bought it early. Because if you bought it early, that means you're a true supporter.
Yes.
You just dropped Real Star.
Yeah.
8
Yeah.
tracks, eight dope ass tracks, and
Yeah.
I was
You
just
heard
slapping it earlier today, and
Yeah.
I slap it at the gym. I like slapping your stuff at the gym because, especially like,
So other people can hear because you bring your big speaker.
I'm one of
He's walking
those
around with a
guys.
boom
Today
box.
we're listening to this. He does this, but it's one of the little beat pills.
He just puts it like
The first track on that is so dope because the sampling is really good, and the transition
Yeah.
into the I guess the second beat of that track is solid.
Yeah.
And then the feel changes up once it hits track number 2, Drunk, which you
Yeah.
released earlier. And session 130. You go off on these things. I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you teach me? Because we freestyled in the past before. I'll put up a clip right here if I can find it.
Oh, if you can find.
And I drink when I go to class, motherfucker. I think when I wash my hands, I wash it at the sink. Yeah, I like my favorite color. What's my favorite color? Pink. Favorite color. Are you good at like freestyling in triplets? Like what a lot of rappers do right now?
I haven't actually freestyled in a long time.
Really?
It's been a minute because you just go in and freestyle. In triplet flow is really hard.
It's tough, right?
And I don't want people to think like that's just something you're supposed to be able to do.
No.
Because it's really fucking hard.
It's difficult.
I've
And
heard
the
it's the
people that
standard. I
excel-
heard if you can't do it, you shouldn't call yourself a
Yeah,
rapper.
honestly,
That's
yeah,
what I've
yeah.
heard.
I've heard. Actually, I've been hearing that.
It's what my
so I
friend
might gotta
Marshall
revoke
told me.
my own card.
You can have this back.
I tried freestyling last week while I was taking a piss, and I was talking to Melissa.
Man, this hurts. Feels like daggers out my dick. Man, call the doctor. I need him real quick.
I mean, I would like that if those were in triplets, but
Just say it faster.
no. I tried to just do. I don't think it works
Just
that
say
way.
it faster. It's hilarious.
So
Music theory.
I tried to just do this thing. I was like, I can't rap freestyling triplets because like I get too much in my head, and
I think you just got to get in it. Once you get in fourth gear, you know what I mean?
So I tried hitting fourth gear while I was taking a piss, right? And then the first things that came out of my mouth were, I got a chick with a dick. I got a chick with a dick. Whoa. I got a chick. And then Melissa's right outside and she said, what did you say?
First of all, Christian, there's no chicks with dicks, just dudes with boobs.
I got a dude with a boob. Yeah, I got a dude with a boob.
No chicks with dicks. It's all dudes with boobs.
Yeah, I like it.
Right? I like it. I got a track right there, right?
But like, it's half of it is not giving a fuck.
So, I mean, how come we don't freestyle as much anymore?
I don't know. It's just, I mean...
You don't find yourself in a group of like 15 other people.
If I am, I'm not going to be the guy. I'm not going to just hop in. That's not me. I respect lyricism. I respect rap. I respect freestyle. It's just not me. I don't want to be that guy. Like, and I hate, bro. That's my pet peeve. What? Yo, can you rap for me,
dude?
Yeah, I mean, I get that
because it's like asking. It's just like
can you tell me the Pythagorean theorem? Like somebody that's a science. Can you tell me something? Well, I mean, can you tell me a formula?
When people find out I have a podcaster that we do comedy and stuff like that. They're like, oh, tell us a joke.
See,
and it's just like
it's tough.
I mean, I'll just tell you a non sequitur, but you're gonna be like, oh, that seemed vaguely racist.
Or if like, as like a singer, a lot of people will come up to me. They'll be like, "Oh man, you sing? Come on, sing right now."
Something.
And here's a note for those
Probably
people.
Not. No.
Here's a note for those people asking Christian to sing. Just wait, he'll start singing.
I'll eventually do
Christian
it.
You don't have to ask Christian.
There's a karaoke bar down the street. I'll do it. Or like
even if there isn't.
If we're at a family party and there's karaoke there, I'll do it.
I told you that Apple Music now has a karaoke mode on a bunch of songs. You can take the voice out and just have the lyrics on your phone and stuff. Pretty cool.
I need that.
Pretty cool.
What do you stream on usually? What's your like
Apple Music for sure.
That you're an Apple Music?
Absolutely.
What gives you more as an artist when you put music out? Is it Apple Music?
In terms of like payout?
Yes.
Apple Music. Tidal's like the highest.
Tidal's good, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, Tidal's definitely the highest. I mean, when Instagram was doing Reels, that's the easiest way to get paid for sure. Yeah. For your content for sure. Wow. They were paying a lot, a lot.
What do you enjoy more? Because you do a lot with like because you produce music and you also you're a lyricist. What gives you more
between the two?
Dopamine, yeah.
Between writing and producing.
Crazy way to ask that question.
Now I said I haven't freestyled in a long time. I haven't produced in a really long time.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't made. Well, I produce, but not the beat making part. I like arrange. I like writing and arranging, but the beat making process does get tedious sometimes. So I would say writing.
What's it like? How do you even start off? Because Melissa and I have been joking around. She was asking me for a beat machine so we could just make like dumbass ratchet beats, and so I could start rapping.
That's how you start. My first beats were so dumb and ass and ratchet. All three at once.
You have to release these.
Yeah. If you want them, I got them. For
let's do this. This will be our collaboration. Uh-oh. You give me those beats from 2014.
I'll score your first podcast with my first beats.
Boom.
This is recorded, man. I'm not gonna forget this.
All right, yeah, lock me in.
All right, perfect. Let's do it.
And if I can't find them, I'm gonna send you something from last year.
Make a shitty beat.
Give me something where I could start rapping triplet
LeBron type beat.
Yeah, we'll do that. So after Hawaii, you came back to California. Where was the switch where you're just like, I'm just gonna do this damn thing?
Oh shit, I didn't really have a choice. So I got back in 2018, end of 2018, like after December 10th or something like that, around there. And then my cousin was like, yo, because he used to manage people. He used to manage someone that was close with Big Sean back in the day. Cool. He used to manage a lot of people down in Florida and then in Atlanta. So I was like, when I got back, he found out. My mom told him I made music because my mom was the first person I told in the family. And she just spilled the beans to everybody. She was like, oh my God, he's doing music. He went to school for marketing. Is not using his degree. I was like, fuck.
Damn it, Mom.
I was going to show them when I was famous. And then, so I got back. He found out and he was super excited to start working. So literally 2 days after I got off the plane, he brought me over to the studio and was like having me play the whole Cyan album. Wow. And we were just formulating a plan, and then he was like, yo, I got to connect with the guy who's doing South by Southwest in March.
Wow.
This was in December. I'd never done a show before, and now I'm doing South by Southwest in March.
Holy shit.
And everything literally just fast-tracked its way from there, and then we did like 4 shows a month for the entire 2019. Atlanta, fucking Santa Cruz multiple times, just going all over the place doing shows. We went to Texas twice.
Dude, that's
and I was
nuts.
just like, fuck, I'm so burnt out. I hate this shit.
Oh, really?
I mean, that shit made me hate it.
Back to back.
That shit made me hate it, bro. I was doing so many bad shows too. Ooh. Those are the ones that hurt the worst. Like, because I wasn't established yet. I was good, but I had no time to establish a fan base before we went out there.
So what made it a bad show? In your eyes, what's a bad show versus a good show?
Just my energy. Because my energy used to be dictated by how many people or who's in there, what their reaction is. So I was like, if I went up there and I already wasn't getting energy, I was not giving any.
That's tough. That is tough.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing you're going into a room, that's not as big as you would expect, or in the worst sense, if you think it's going to be small and you go out there and it's smaller than you even thought, like that
shit is deflated. Well, back then it was deflated. Now it's like, whatever, I'm performing for the camera.
Yeah.
But I was like, dog, get me the fuck out of here. I just want to go home. Ooh. There was mad times I just did not want to go up.
But there's something, let's say a good show with like a good turnout with people that really fuck with your shit. Isn't that feeling of live performance irreplaceable?
Cannot be replaced.
It is
at all.
Something that I who has done it but has not done it in a long time. When I see someone performing live, like just a few weeks ago, we watched my cousin, shout out to Drino. We watched him perform live.
Yeah.
And there is something about that secondhand dopamine rush that you see him having that we could relate to watching on the side. That is just so irreplaceable. There's something beautiful
it's like
about
an out-of-body experience there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's so amazing.
What was your feeling like?
I want to do more theaters like we did. That's where I get the rush. Like, you're watching my film behind me while I'm performing.
Yeah, for sure.
Unreal.
What did that feel like for you, knowing that you were going to hit your first theater and you thinking about back to 2014 when you were just making these beats in Hawaii, and then just fast forward to that moment?
Yeah. So this past one, the last time we did the Chabot, like a couple months ago, that was unreal. The first time was super dope, but it was like more people on, so it wasn't just my full crowd. This one, we brought out everybody and packed out the theater, even more than the first time I did it. So we're just like, and I only did 2 songs, but I did most of the visual work. So we're just looking at it like, bro, I can't fucking believe, like, from 2014 to now, I would never imagine, bro. I would never imagine.
That's nuts, man.
I would never imagine.
You're really good at what you do. Like, I think your creative writing teacher had something that you're a
Mr.
wordsmith,
Pine.
and like
Mr. Pine.
Your cadence is so good. You're so like in the pocket, and you're very tactful with. I mean, and this is speaking from a place where I have some musical theory background because I was in band, I did sing, and I did drumline, and so like hearing the different like. Did you say lucky?
I wish I did.
What did you do? Did you do any extracurriculars in high school?
Sports. I was in sports, so I couldn't do band.
What did you play? Football?
I played football, basketball, baseball until high school, and then I broke my wrist freshman year playing football, so I didn't play sports sophomore, junior year, and then basketball senior year. But I played basketball throughout high school.
Okay. Do you still play anything right now?
No.
Okay, so you don't want to see us on the court?
Watch. I know. I like it won't take nothing but a week for me to get back in shape.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Would you say you're out of shape right now?
I'm not out of shape, but I'm not in shape.
That's a very thin line.
I'm not in basketball shape. Absolutely not. I have asthma, so it takes me a week to ramp back up my lungs.
That's also part of your brand.
The inhaler? That is my brand, yeah.
I didn't realize.
I mean, it's kind of my brand, too. It's my IG handle. But...
You stole my whole flow.
You should have hopped on like back in 2018. That's when I changed it. Prior to that, it was Christian is hella dark.
Yeah,
I like this brand better. I like this one better, I must say.
Christian, because I'm not as dark anymore, but I for sure still have asthma.
That doesn't go away, I don't think.
Yeah, that never.
That's rare, I guess.
I was talking to, I have a fourth cousin that I was talking to, and he said that, I know, very specific, and he said that he ran so much, he exercised so much as a kid that he got rid of his asthma. Is that possible?
Lucky. For some people.
I don't know. I must have been doing it wrong, because I was literally a couple miles a day.
How bad's your asthma right now?
It's terrible.
Really?
I mean, like, I can breathe most of the day, but I have to take my preventative every night.
When's the last time you had an asthma attack?
I think 2018, actually.
Did you have the albuterol with the air chamber?
Yeah, the blue one. The like, clear and blue one.
Yeah.
For sure.
The one that had to go up your butt. The doctor always...
For asthma?
Yeah, the doctor's always licking his lips as he's doing it and shit.
It was like in the bathroom.
I'm not coughing or anything. I don't know why I'm doing it.
I don't think he helped you.
No, I cured it. I don't have asthma now.
You got something else, I'll tell you that.
A love for that doctor. I love him.
He might have had ulterior motives.
Oh, my uncle? No.
Dude, it's okay. So you did sports in high school. Of the three, what's your favorite?
Now, I think basketball has been my favorite since 9th grade. Yeah,
favorite team?
Lakers.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said that with confidence.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Damn, you don't care for the Warriors?
No.
Whoa.
Oh, he said he's a Lakers fan.
I mean, you could be both.
No, you can't actually.
No, you can't be both?
Just like, no.
Okay,
just like you can't be a Lakers and a Celtics fan. It just doesn't work
absolutely
out.
not.
I have a lot of questions because I'm not super big into sports. I never really was.
This is going to be good. Strap in, buddies. This is going to be good.
I mean,
yeah.
I was the type of kid
part I was waiting for.
where when people would talk about basketball in middle school, I didn't know enough players, so I would say, "Oh, I like Horace Grant from the
Lakers.
Who is this dude that wore goggles back in the early '90s that had mid?
Wait, you're saying this like into the 2000s?
Yeah, I'm saying this later
Into the
on.
Shaq and Kobe
Who's your
era.
favorite player?
He's over here
Horace
talking.
Grant?
Yeah, I like Jerry West.
Well, because I didn't want to be like super typical by saying, yeah, Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah.
Dope, because everyone
That
liked
was
Kobe
the time to say it.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess
they
so.
were.
no better.
Yeah.
No better time. Really,
I was
when they
playing a
were
lot of basketball in the 5th grade, though. I just didn't know shit about sports.
the actual, okay.
Yeah. I grew, my height was, I grew height exponentially faster than the other kids. So I was on the court and I was for sure goaltending everyone, just swatting these small ass 5th graders.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, I
Horace
haven't played
Grant.
in a while.
Horace Grant is really like deep cut. Like, I mean, he's not the most obscure player,
Uh-huh.
but if
With the
you were to
Bulls.
say a favorite player, it's a little off the wall.
Yeah.
In your pocket, though.
Especially as a
Horace
middle-
Grant.
I just like
I like Horace Grant.
It's like a trap.
I like
card.
John Stockton. I just like when white guys have really good fundamentals.
Jerry West.
I
Pete
mean,
Maravich.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm a
Pistol
big
Pete.
Pistol Pete fan.
Pistol Pete.
What?
Why they call him Pistol Pete? What's the thing?
Because his dribbling was so fast and like.
Oh, I thought it because he brought a gun to the court.
Maybe, but it was a lot of things.
He brought a gun to the court?
No.
Oh, I
You
was
believed it, though.
In the 70s, I would believe it for sure, man. I like Larry Bird. Larry Bird will always be my favorite basketball player, even though he's
Are you a
Celtics
Celtics fan?
I'm not. I hate Boston. I don't think there should be allowed
Laker
to have
fan.
any professional team. But I do love Larry Bird.
What about Brady?
I hate Tom Brady. I hate the Patriots.
Did you hear this thing about Tom Brady stepping down from
Kissing
being a
his-
talk show host to...
He just put it on hold. He didn't step down.
Okay.
Because he already signed the deal with Fox, a 10-year deal
It was
to
a
be
fat
their
deal,
announcer.
wasn't it?
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Well, he wants to do stand-up comedy. Right?
No disrespect, Tom. We saw this with T.I. It didn't go well.
Dude, I love that you know that T.I.
Celebrities in stand-up comedy. It's the hardest art. I have to be blunt. Stand-up comedy is the hardest art.
It's tough because it's just you by yourself getting
There's no
up there.
backing track. I
Nothing.
can fall back on a backing track. I always say this. Stand-up comedy is the hardest.
I mean, Tom Brady had to fall back on a kicker like 3 Super Bowls. He had to fall back on his defense twice. He needed a tight end to get him through. It's like he just can't do anything on his own. Can't even save his marriage on his own.
So you think he's going to have a backing track?
I think he's going to have
A
to
laugh track?
A laugh track that he presses when no one's laughing.
He's going to need a ghostwriter and everything, dude. He's going to need...
I don't trust his timing, his delivery. I really don't.
I think the tough part about
He could pay the room and still wouldn't get laughs.
the tough part about like stand up is that, especially coming in as a celebrity, is
Yeah.
that you start booking shows like this because everyone knows your name.
Yeah.
It sells, yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't go through the ringer just like everyone else
Comedy
did.
clubs and all that.
Yeah, doing open mics and whatnot. We've done open mics before, and it is probably the worst feeling to bomb.
Do an open mic. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time
Just
you're going to bomb
period,
at an
it
open
sucks.
mic. So
I just think it's like stand-up is inherently like a poor art, for lack of a better term, right? It's made by poor people for poor people and stuff, and that's why like when comedians get really famous and stuff, like I've seen it happen to Kevin Hart and Eddie Murphy. As soon as they get famous, their comedy changes. It's not as relatable anymore because now all their comedy's about how they live in a big house and stuff like that.
Did you guys watch Chris Rock stand up?
I have
The
not
fucker was
yet.
Ass, dude. That shit
You didn't like it?
sucked.
I don't. He needs to know this doesn't make any joke funnier.
No.
like just doing this
And
doesn't make it funny.
like
I didn't find it funny at all.
And multiple, and he
all.
does the same thing too. He's like, "You guys know I'm rich. Like I'm rich, right?" And it's
Cool.
like, I was just like, "Dude,
Whoa.
like,
No disrespect. I love Chris Rock.
I do
That
too.
stand up just was ass, extra ass.
and then makes us wait all the way till the end to do his Will Smith bit, which wasn't even funny.
I was saying just do that from the rip. You know why we're here.
Yeah, exactly.
Just do
What
that.
was his
from-
perspective on that situation? Because he didn't really talk about it after it happened.
He said everybody else is calling you a bitch, but when I call you a bitch, I
Yeah.
get slapped.
And then his whole thing was like, and you slap me, like the smallest person, like up there, and it's just like,
Yeah, you got slapped.
yeah, dude, like,
Take that. Like you waited a year to address it. You took it on the chin for a year, and,
then
you
sold,
didn't
and
even
then
come
sold
back
it to
well.
Netflix, so you're
Yeah,
not
like-
even getting like tickets, like revenue
That
from it
shit
and
was
shit like
terrible.
that.
It was depressing.
Do you have a favorite comedian?
Chris Rock.
I have like a top 3.
Okay.
No, Dave Chappelle is definitely number 1.
Oh, so good.
Bill Burr and I want to say Kevin Hart. Like his
sure.
old shit though.
Was
I've
there-
never laughed harder at a stand up than his like first 3.
Oh yeah,
So good.
for sure.
Dude, Dave Chappelle makes me laugh just because, like, damn, it's like a depressing reality.
'Cause
that
he's got
speaking
it.
on,
I mean,
and he's effortless. He's
Yeah.
just like, I'm up here smoking a cigarette and I'm just chilling and I'm just saying the shit that comes to my mind. That's fire. His doesn't seem like it's written.
His is storytelling.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all
like,
it is.
I think he's the best comedian.
Oh yeah,
and
I
Bill
don't think
Burr.
anybody would argue with you.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean,
He's the top of the top right now for sure. And,
And
Kevin
Bill
Hart's
Burr's really
really funny with delivery and
I don't
all
like
that
his
stuff.
new stand-up stuff.
I think it's because it's not as relatable.
Relatable
it's not as
shit.
relatable.
Yeah,
and when I
relatable
stopped
shit.
liking his stand-up, I think it was during COVID when he had that special come out that he filmed in his house,
Oh, I didn't see
and
that.
it was all
yeah.
again, it was all like, look at all my money, look how big my house is. He's like, I built this comedy studio because like no one, and it's just like,
Yeah.
Is that something you ever think like back in the day that you could have done? Was,
Hell
like, do
no.
an open
I don't
mic?
think I was ever made for stand-up comedy, bro.
No?
No.
did you
It's,
ever-
it's one thing being funny, just in casual talk, like, hey, that guy's funny. There's one thing like paying
Yeah.
to see someone and you're like, make me laugh. And
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not gonna move until I make you laugh.
There's a huge difference
Yeah.
because there's an expectation to be funny with
Yeah.
stand up, right?
It sucks.
We talked about. I mean, that's why we like doing improv.
Yeah.
because there's
Oh, you
no
did say that,
expectation. Everything is just right there on the spot. We're all in on the joke that this is gonna be made up. If it bombs, it bombs. It's okay. We just
Yeah.
made it up. As opposed to a stand-up set, even an open mic set, the expectation is that you've been working on these 5 minutes for however the fuck long.
Yeah.
And we're prepared to. I mean, it's like the whole expectation when someone finds out that you're a rapper. They come up to you. They say, "Oh shit, you rap? Spit something for me right now."
Let me get some 8. Let me get a quick 8.
Yeah. Oh
No.
shit! Like, you got, do people legit say that? Hey, let me get a quick 8 real quick.
Spit a 16 for me. I'm like, nah, I don't really do that.
Damn.
I don't do that.
I shan't.
I gotta drive later. I should.
I shan't do that.
I can't believe people would just walk up and tell you to just like spit something
Pretty
right now.
like invasive, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, when people, it's flattering when people come up to me and ask me like, "Hey, like you sing right now." I'm like, "No, I get a little shy, but also I'm not your monkey that just will dance for you."
That's the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like dance. Like I won't dance for you.
Right time, right place, and then we'll perform.
Always, yeah,
right?
always.
When you buy a ticket,
Yeah.
What's on your bucket list as a performer? Do you like want
As
to
a
crowd
performer?
surf or some shit like that? Do some
Oh,
crazy-
you mean specific like things I want to do on stage?
I don't know.
Bro,
as
I
a
need
performer.
pyrotechnics. I need like
Ooh, I got a guy.
you got a guy. I need that.
Won't be legal. It'll be
Maybe
me.
the ones for the corner.
It's gonna be me.
You're your guy.
I'm a guy for a lot of things.
Have you seen that video of Kanye like running, sprinting across the stage?
No.
I can't remember what it was. I want to say it was something crazy. But he did like a full sprint across the stage,
my
rapping at the
God.
same time. Didn't miss a word, not a beat.
What was he
I'm gonna
rapping?
do that. I think it was "Touch the Sky." I want to say something like that.
Was he out of breath? Like, was it fine? Did it sound like
He did not miss a beat, bro. Like, obviously, you're running, so you're breathing a little heavy, but he did not miss a word. He
That's
just sprinted from one
wild.
side of the stage to the other. I'm doing that.
What blows my mind, and like I've seen clips of you performing live.
Yeah.
What blows my mind is that y'all are like jumping and bouncing and like moving from here to there, and it still sounds so good
Yeah.
when you're exerting so much physical energy.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, it is.
Man, I've seen you do that. I've seen clips of Lil Russell just like screaming into the
Yeah.
mic and like jumping up and down. And me as a singer, like I have to kind of like be stable. I can't be jumping up and down and singing.
you lift up one
Singers
foot?
is way harder. That's why I respect Summer Walker. Like, I don't know if you saw her Dreamville set, but she's sitting on the couch and singing.
Chilling.
Killed it. It's like, I don't give a fuck if you're not dancing and doing all this shit. You're like blowing my mind because your voice is so amazing. I don't come to you to do all these backflips and shit. I want to see you sing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she knows it. So I respect people like that.
Living in Pittsburgh, when did you start? Like, because I've known you for a long time, but we also have a lot of like mutual friends who are artists,
Which
in
is
the
crazy.
Bay Area.
The more I see like the people that is overlapping
connections.
between us, I'm like, God damn, I don't know how this didn't happen earlier.
Well, that's nuts. How did you start like interacting with a lot of like? Because we know a lot of Vallejo artists, and it seems like you know a lot of Vallejo artists too. How did you start like running into these?
I mean,
Vallejo
I didn't
artists?
start working with any of them until I was with MTMC because Cola's based out of Vallejo. So
and
he
that's
was
why.
born- he went to Rodriguez in
Okay.
Vallejo, and I mean he went to Rodriguez in Fairfield, but they were all over Vallejo, knew everybody from Vallejo, and then I mean the Good Company shit happened during COVID.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then that's how he met Yeti and everybody over there, and then it was just like once that shit just sparked.
Do you get nervous, or do you ever still get starstruck by meeting some of these like other artists that?
I don't think I've ever gotten starstruck really.
Really? Let's say you're to meet Tyler tomorrow. You just play it cool.
He eats bleach shits like I do.
Because I have this fear of meeting like some of my heroes, and I would act like I would.
I'm
act
afraid
so
he's gonna be an asshole. I've heard never meet your idols.
I was just gonna say they always say that.
The only thing I would be nervous is that he says something to make me not like him. I don't worry about me saying anything that's like
blue lives matter.
Like, yeah,
God damn it,
those damn cops are right. I'm like, God damn it,
man,
Tyler.
if only Trump really did do something, you know, it's like he won in my book.
Like,
He's
oh,
just like,
shit.
fuck. I'll tell you, man, as a fan of guns and cars, I'm constantly like find people on Instagram like, oh man, I like this guy, and then like a couple of posts a couple of weeks later, those days, and I'm just like,
your algorithm's kind of fucked already. So
yeah. What would it take to make you nervous?
If I was like, I think I would get a little nervous if the shoe was on the other foot and they were complimenting me. Like someone I really fuck with was like, bro, what you're doing? I'd be like,
that would be,
yeah. Shit, okay.
You don't know how to take compliments well, huh?
Not really, no. I'm learning. But I kind of just like, oh yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, because a few weeks ago, I was complimenting you on your music.
But you're complimenting the shit that's my peak insecurity.
That's like your peak insecurity?
Yeah,
like your shit in
sure.
2019?
Yeah.
What about it? Because I thought that shit slapped so hard.
It's just like, it feels pretentious. It feels pretentious to me.
Well, like the lyrics, everything about it?
I like appreciate the lyrics because I always write from my heart. And I guess that's where I was 4 years ago, but he's like an insecure guy.
Wow.
You can tell.
Wow. I mean, but that's growth, right?
Yeah.
To like, when's the last time you sat down and you listened to that album?
Maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. Yeah. I was just like, let me go back. Let's see what this. Yeah, let's see what. That's funny. Actually, no, I did it again, like 2 weeks before you said it, which is why it was so fresh in my mind. Like, damn, why are people listening to this shit? And then like I was like, this guy's insecure. I don't really like him.
And like, did it make you cringe? Like, are you the type of person? Is it easy for you to listen to your own music
now? Because I actually like my music. Yeah, I actually like my music now.
What's your favorite track on this new project?
Rome.
And why is that?
Did you hear the second half one? The one that where the beat switches?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's second half.
And so is the switch. That's why.
Because the video or the voice you hear at the end of the full track is the last time I got to talk to my grandma. It was like the last time I saw her.
I love how much you do include what you do it for, who you do it for, and it's because of your grandma.
Yeah. So her birthday is April 28th. So I like to do something special every April 28th. She was the dopest person ever. She passed away in 2019 when we were doing that whole show run. Wow. So it was just, I felt bad because I couldn't get to see her as often. But the last time we saw her was on her birthday, April 28th. The day I dropped Cyan. Yeah. She was like, the last thing she said to me was, or one of the last things she said was, they got it on video. And that she was like, what she said on the end? I hope my grandson becomes famous and becomes a star.
Yup, which is, that was, hearing that part of that track, I was listening, like, because I usually will listen to your music when I'm at the gym. That shit made me put my weights down because it's so heartfelt, and I think the growth from like what you were, the type of music that you said was pretentious in 2019, and growing into this really genuine version of yourself in this project. And doing it for your grandma and dropping on her birthday on April 28th.
That's kind of like what the whole basis of the mindset and what the album was made in. Because why I say it's pretentious is because that was me projecting stardom. That was me, like, what I saw as, this is how you have to be a star. Yeah. But, like, you're only really a star when you're being true to yourself. True. And she wanted me, when she said that, I was like, oh, shit, I gotta make, like, radio hits and I gotta do all this shit. But I was not being myself. Which is why I feel like he's being pretentious, because he's projecting a lot. 2019 Danny.
I think when you start out at anything, though, especially any kind of art, you need that naivete and that pretentiousness to get started, right? Yeah, and then I think when you go back and look at it, of course you feel that way, because what you were trying to be is what you are now, right? And you're like, oh, that's not how it is at all. Like, it's so much different.
But that's a beautiful part of life, is just growing. I love being able to look back and not like that guy. Yeah. Because I just mean I grew a lot.
Yep.
It's a phase that you kind of have to hit too, right?
And the fact that people still like it, I'm never gonna knock you for listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like, why are you listening
Don't
to
listen
it?
to that.
I'm never gonna delete it from your library. But, I mean,
just grab my phone and like, fuck this
let me
shit.
see this.
Listen.
Anything pre 2020, delete that. It's just a lot of growth that had to happen.
Yeah,
it was a necessary growth.
That is good.
Because, and I think it's necessary because getting into the music industry as a rapper, there has to be a fine balance of fucking with your own shit, of that, like, you know, of being a performer. There's the fine balance of narcissism, but also like the humility that needs to exist so that you could collaborate with other people, so that people could relate with you.
Yeah.
And you had to hit that phase of, like you said, it was pretentious.
But I think I said it probably like a week ago to one of my homies. I was like, the biggest change that happens in an artist's career is when you realize like that self-confidence is just hit where it's supposed to hit.
Yeah.
Then once you click on the self-confidence part, everything else takes care of itself.
Gotcha.
Because you won't be afraid to do anything.
Did you grow up confident? Were you like an insecure kid?
I wasn't insecure. I mean, I wasn't like outwardly insecure, but I for sure was insecure. Yeah. I grew up
Every
a little
kid
bit.
is.
Yeah. Especially just being an outsider in a culture I was not familiar with.
I see.
Yeah. And not really having a lot of people that related to me. I kind of just hid that part of myself. Once I got to college, I did a lot of reflecting and came out of it a bit.
I mean, you said you were like lonely a lot in Hawaii.
Yeah, especially at first semester. But then I connected with people that did music like March of my freshman year. Like this dude was making beats. He's still one of my best friends today. Shout out Marcus.
Nice.
He's from New York and I'm from the Bay. So it's like two polar opposite sides of the country.
Yeah.
In Hawaii. How the fuck did that happen?
That is crazy.
We lived on I lived on the 6th floor, he lived on the 5th floor. I was 6'5", he was 5'5".
Wow.
And I just heard one night some dude was making beats. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm tired of being in here in my room by myself. Let me just go downstairs. So I went downstairs, knocked on the door. I was like, yo, you making beats? He's like, yeah, come in. And then we just started chopping it up. And I went in there every single day for the rest of the
and
year.
that changed your life.
That changed my life, literally.
That's all you need. Yeah, that's
that
awesome.
changed my life.
Wow.
What do you think you'd be doing if you didn't have that moment?
Probably working like at a car dealership or some shit. Like,
In a
I
while,
would have quit. Yeah.
how it's like a one pivotal moment that could change the trajectory of the rest of your life.
Yeah, and you don't even notice it in the moment. Like,
No.
it's just fun looking back.
No, you wouldn't appreciate it in the moment. And if you knew of it in the moment, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You maybe wouldn't do it, right?
Yeah.
Or you'd start thinking, overanalyzing, thinking about it too
How
much.
you feel about time travel?
I do it every week.
Yeah, word.
But I don't know. What do you mean? How do you? What do you?
was that a
I was
genuine
thinking,
question?
like, what if you went back and told yourself that the most pivotal moment up to this point was the most pivotal moment for this period?
I'd freak out. I'd shit myself, man.
Would you want to tell yourself?
No. I think I need things to happen organically or else I would trip myself out.
I always think about that.
I mean, maybe we had this conversation. Time travel, like the ability, would you want the ability to go back in time? Let's say you fuck up. Do you want to go back in time or do you want to live with that mistake?
Yeah,
so you
I gotta
can grow
rock
from
with it. I gotta rock with that.
Or how about this? This is the conversation we're having.
Because I have a device
I got
for the
something in
low
my
price
bag.
of $5,000.
What if you could time travel, like you had just X amount of tries to do it? Like you could only go back in time 5 times, so that like if there was a real bad fuck up, you could use it right there and then.
Nah, I believe in natural order.
I love that.
I believe like anything bad that happened to me happened
Supposed to
because
be.
something good can happen later down the line, even if it's 50 years down the line.
Do you think younger Danny Ali, if you were to see Danny Ali right now in 2023, what do you think his reaction would be to you?
Yeah, damn, that's a great question.
Because I
How
asked,
young?
let's say when you started really garnering your dreams, when you start thinking about what you wanted to be when you were
before you went downstairs to knock on that guy's door.
Like 24.
Like you just
2015.
you were in the elevator too, and you're like, "Hey man, this moment right now,
Damn.
pay attention."
Yeah, I think that dude would be like, he would probably be starstruck, literally, like seeing himself where he is. Damn, that shit. Yeah, that just hit me weird.
I mean,
I don't know what that question just did to me.
It's important to ask ourselves that question because I reflect on I was a kid that was so enamored with just being with his own imagination, with wanting to be funny, with wanting to sing, with wanting to get on stage, with wanting to get attention, that if I were to see myself and see what I've done and what I'm doing and what I've did, I think that I would be rather impressed with myself. And I think I saw this quote on Instagram that said, try to be the person that younger you would look up to.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps me become a better person every single day.
Damn.
right?
That's deep.
Because even in my late 20s, I'm fucking up, and
for sure,
I'm trying to learn from it, and it's taking a lot of maturity to try to learn from it, because ego's a damn thing, pride's a damn thing. Would you say yourself? Would you say how's your ego? How's your pride?
I think it's at a healthy level. I don't let my ego really decide things for me, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really have,
keep it in check.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. Like, there's nothing that can kind of get me out of check, unless there's like, I have lines. You obviously can't cross a line. You can't do anything crazy, but I don't feel a way at things that probably should make me insecure, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
Like, I don't let my ego do too much. I kind of keep it in
Would you say you're not like an overthinker?
I am. Oh, I am.
To this day.
Yeah, I am. Even like the whole process, every single thing I've done, I've overthought it.
And has that helped you? That has to be more helpful than it is like a hindrance.
It's a hindrance.
Really?
I think it's a balance.
Sure, of course. Yeah.
It's made certain things go way too slow.
Okay.
But it's also helped me be intentional and deliberate when things do happen.
Yeah. Because I find myself to be an underthinker. I think
Impulsive?
Yeah. If the stakes are low enough, then I'm impulsive. If I know this is not gonna fuck up my life, then I'll be like, fuck it, let's do it, right? But if it's like a major decision, like, I'm not gonna be impulsive about
what flavor icy to get at the movie theater.
That is high stakes.
You gotta,
On a real note,
cherry.
The flavor of icy that I would get at a movie theater is high stakes, because you gotta sit in that movie theater for the rest of that movie.
You also have to pace yourself when you drink that shit too.
Yeah,
so you got to make sure you enjoy it.
Well, it's gonna be slosh by the end of the movie anyway. So you're drinking syrup at the end.
Unless you want to get up and pee, you better not drink the whole thing while it's cold.
That's why you drink the whole cup. Now you have a peer right there.
No, that's why you shouldn't be allowed in public places, dude.
He thinks.
I have been to a movie theater once or twice before.
Yeah, and never allowed back in after that.
Really, only once or twice.
One and done sort of thing.
You do seem like the type of guy that would piss in a Gatorade bottle in the back of the theater because you don't want to miss the most important part.
This Avengers movie is 3 hours long. Yeah. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I paid $80. I don't know why I did. My doctor was in the front.
But
your uncle?
My uncle doctor with his asthma cure. You guys should go see him.
I'll take referral.
He's only on referrals.
Yeah, dude. I think those questions are important. What advice do you have for people getting the game right now?
In the music or film or social media?
Dude. Just like to do
anything creative.
Yes.
You have to just trust yourself. Trust yourself. Learn yourself. And then trust yourself, and don't be afraid to learn yourself.
Okay, what does learning yourself mean? How do you?
You have to know what you like. You can't just like shit because you see it's doing popular, this, or you can't just do something because it's doing this. You have to actually genuinely give a fuck about everything. You can't just do shit. You can have, okay, I'm gonna do this because I want to do this, or you can like this and then not be immediately doing that. But it has to always lead, or it has to, at the root of it, always be your heart's in it.
Yeah,
sure.
Because you'll never enjoy your life. I swear, trust me, you'll never enjoy your life if you don't like what you're doing.
Dude, that hits big. I mean, I was talking to him about how I used to have thoughts of I used to beat myself up because I'm not performing. You know, I grew up wanting to be this singer, wanting to be this performer, wanting to be this funny guy that would perform on stages and whatnot, and I'm not doing that. And recently I'm come to terms with, like, that's okay.
Yeah,
there's something beautiful about this white picket fence life that I'm building with my fiance, about having a home. I mean, and it gives me such a dopamine rush, because you were telling me downstairs, you're just like, man, you did the damn thing.
You did it, bro. This is a huge step.
Yeah,
home ownership.
That's
a huge step.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing to see, and it's a beautiful house. You know what I mean? Life is beautiful. Life is just beautiful in all its phases. It's going this way because it's supposed to be going this way.
Yeah,
like, it's always for a reason. And
I appreciate
this is your version of performing.
Yes, it definitely is.
Now. This is dominant.
I mean, it's how we get to do it, since we're so busy with like our personal lives. This is how we still get to get together and still get to make people laugh somehow and whatnot.
And this is happening because if you were living the life that you thought you wanted when you were a kid, or the imaginary dream that you had, dude, you be traveling all the time. You might not even like that shit.
That's true.
You would be gone all the time.
Have you seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
I was going to say,
that's it.
you know how I said every single movie that's my favorite movie I've seen last year?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's my favorite movie of all time.
It's so good.
It's the best movie I've ever seen.
It's a mindfuck.
I've seen it 3 times because I just
Still
bought it on
don't
Amazon.
understand it.
That shit.
Well, you'll discover something new
Yeah, of
every
course.
single time.
I've
Yeah.
seen it 5 times. I've left it feeling different every time.
Oh,
It's so amazing.
Because the life that I'm living right now is the quote from the movie where he says, "I would love to live a life with you where we're just doing laundry and taxes."
Man, bro.
The life that I'm living right now is laundry and taxes, and I love the laundry and taxes life.
You should get your taxes
that's
in
an
before April
amazing-
15th.
yeah.
by the way.
I got it. My
Okay,
dad's
good.
an accountant, and he helped me out.
Good.
But yeah,
That's I mean, yeah, because there's a different dimension of where you're doing exactly what you wanted and you're unhappy, or maybe you are happy, but this is you. This is this version of you that going exactly the way it's supposed to be.
Do you believe in parallel universes?
Yeah.
That was hella fast.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, well, have you heard the conversation for the last 2 minutes?
I mean, we were talking about how we like movies and how there's hypotheticals, but there's a different version of Danny living out and selling cars somewhere.
Yeah. Or real estate. That was my first dream. With like, I want to get rich selling real estate.
Whoa.
Beverly Hills.
I could see you selling some homes.
Yeah.
Some slanging some homes. What? And so that means you believe in the butterfly effect.
Yeah. That's why I don't want to change anything.
Damn.
That small ass
You're
decision.
right.
That's a trickle down effect.
All comes
bro.
back.
You believe in parallel universes?
Yeah, we've talked about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what, you got a question or something?
No, I
about it,
mean,
or-
I'm just curious. Because I've heard the theory that, like, deja vu. When's the last time you got deja vu?
I had that shit today.
Damn, it's been a minute.
Because there's a theory where they say when deja vu occurs, that's when parallel universes are crossing. The same moment in each parallel universe. Like, let's say I have deja vu walking down the stairs of this house. That means in some parallel universe,
He's also walking down. Okay.
Yes. And then a butterfly effect will happen where I'll slip on my shoe downstairs and that'll lead to something else. Or I won't slip on my shoe and that'll lead to something
the other
else.
one. Damn.
I also like when people say deja vu is when your character dies and you respawn.
Damn. Checkpoint. That's crazy.
That's a checkpoint in life.
You haven't heard that one?
crazy.
No,
It always happens
man.
to me when I'm driving. I'm just like, my guy probably just drove off the bridge or something.
Yeah, damn.
That's fucked up. I don't know. I can't.
Damn.
Do it again.
You believe in free will?
I'm probably somewhere in the middle. Like, I kind of generally fall somewhere in the middle on most things, just
Yeah.
because I like to learn from both sides without having
Best
bias.
place to be.
Open-minded.
I think this is all a simulation, anyways.
You do? You think
No,
life's a
not fully.
simulation?
I'm in the middle.
Kind of, until you say yes. I mean, at the least, right, here's my point. At the least, we know we're a brain inside of, like, soup, inside
Yeah.
of a meat suit that runs on electricity and
Yeah.
just, like, and runs on electricity and chemicals that
Meet
somehow...
Teslas.
Yeah, made all this crazy shit, and now we live in homes, and we have rules and laws and stuff, and it's just like...
Would you guys be upset if we found out that this was a simulation, or would you continue to live your life as is?
I don't see how it changes anything.
Exactly.
I don't see. I mean,
unless you figure it... Like Neo, you figure it out, and then you can fly. Then it would be cool.
if we can, like, if there was that type
Yeah.
of shit,
If
like,
once you
dope
crack the
ass
we
code,
things.
can fuck the code up,
Yeah.
that'd be fire.
You would do that? You would go fuck
I
the
don't
code
know.
up?
I don't know.
Nah.
Butterfly effect, I probably wouldn't.
But it'd be...
I would continue to live my muggle life and be like, all right, it's a simulation. Let me just go back to work.
Take the blue pill, then you're like, I'm going back to my job at Baskin Robbins.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, did you see?
I'm taking both pills, see what happens.
Oh, you're gonna die. You just drop dead. You're out the
I'm like
simulation.
in, but out of the simulation at the same time.
Dude, I don't
foot
know.
in.
I mean, like, if that's the case, I mean, do you? What are your thoughts on the afterlife then? If it's a simulation, that means it's just black afterwards, or we get simulated into another life, which is probably
Yeah,
just
what if that shit's just a
reincarnation.
respawn?
Yeah.
Man, you guys just using these respawn,
We play a lot of video games.
the
Yeah.
respawn theory.
Like, what
is-
if you just pop back in? Like, you're
Who knows?
dying, and then the next thing you know, you're in another life coming out of a womb.
The light at the end of the tunnel is your next mama.
and then your memory is erased from the past thing.
Exactly.
So reincarnation.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't want that. I
don't
want to be
know.
Christian Baltazar.
How would you know?
True.
You're probably. I mean, if that's a theory, you're someone else, just living as Christian Baltazar.
You're
Wait
Adolf
up, you're
Hitler.
fucking me up right
See?
now.
And then that person is someone
You guys
else.
are fucking me up right
Dude,
now. I was really content with the simulation thing until you guys started fucking with me right now.
Because you, as a person, you're, a rose by any other name is still a rose.
Uh-huh.
Right? So your core being wants to stay you and never wants to change.
Yeah.
But if you are uploaded into a new body, and you would still have that, but I'm this. I'm Ralph James. I don't want to be anybody but Ralph James. Then you go to the next body. Well, I'm Christian Baltazar. I don't want to be anybody but Christian. So every single time you're being uploaded into a new body, you're having the same thought every single time. Yet unbeknownst to you, you are having to start over every single time.
And do you think when you do start over, you bring on traits from your previous life into like what you are now? Because I was having this conversation with Alan Boo, and I told him that I was probably a golden retriever prior to this. I had some girl come up to me and say, "You give me golden retriever." Give me back my frisbee. I'm just on all fours at a park. I had a girl come up to me and she said, "You give me golden retriever vibes." And I was like, "What? Is that a good thing?" She said, "Yeah."
And I looked up from my water bowl and said, "Thank you." Golden retriever vibes.
Yeah.
I think a little more refined, but yeah, you definitely have some fun, like a fun
Either that
dog.
or a chow chow. So,
Chow chow.
I mean, what you thinking?
No,
what do you think
like
you
kids.
In my past life, I think I was Tupac in the immediate past life.
Damn.
Yeah. He died on September 13th. I was supposed to be born September 12th, and then I was born October 19th.
Whoa, so
he had to cook up a little bit. You know what I mean?
That's
I
what
think
it
that's
was.
my true pass out.
There you go.
You answer that so fast that it makes me think that you've
thought
thought of
about
that
it
answer before.
I thought about
really?
it before, yeah.
Okay, Tupac reincarnated
Yeah.
is a crazy
Crazy,
thing.
right? It could be, or I could be completely wrong.
I think he's still alive. I think Homeboy's on an island right now.
That
chilling.
ruins his theory. Then who is this then?
Yeah, who the fuck are
I'm an
you?
imposter.
What the fuck?
Who's this then?
We gave him Biggie's soul instead.
How about you? Who do you think you were in the past life?
Gerald Ford.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the president. Yeah.
Oh nice.
Okay.
Why him?
He's the only president that was never elected any official office yet somehow became president. So he like just did no work at all. And he started off as janitor at the White House, and then he just moved his way. No, I'm just kidding. He was in the army and stuff. But when the Nixon administration, everybody got impeached. They literally were like, "Well, who's next on the list?" And it was like Gerald Ford, I guess. And so he became president. But no one ever voted for him. No one ever like the fact that he became president was just like, what the fuck? Why is this guy president? So no work, all prestige. That's the name of the game.
Oh, that's what you.
Look at me right now.
All work, no prestige.
No work, all
No
prestige.
work, all
No
prestige.
work, all prestige.
That would suck. All work, no prestige.
That's life.
That's
That truly
kinda,
is life.
That's kind of just like 98% of us.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
everything, yeah.
Yeah.
I like to
Damn.
think of myself as the guy who invented the trailer hitch, because I'm like, look, I didn't invent the truck or the cart.
But the thing that connects the two,
Bada bing.
That's a big deal.
You're
That's
the
very
middleman.
useful.
That's you know
Glue
what?
guy.
That's what
Real
I'm
glue
saying.
guy.
You want to get the to keep this like deep thought train going. Would you ever get what's the thing that Elon Musk is
Neuralink?
working on? The neurochip?
Neuralink, yeah.
Yeah, Neuralink. Would you get that implanted in you?
I mean, shit, there's probably some shit that they were saying 50 years ago they would never do that we do now.
Yeah,
I don't want to judge 50 year later Danny.
But then this one is going to be like that's in you. Like I'm sure like they were judging they would judge a supercomputer that is handheld that you could put in your pocket, right?
Will it send blue messages or green?
That's a good question.
That's really it.
All blue.
It's all in your head. There is no color. It's just in your head.
Ooh.
You're just like, oh, hang on, my mom's emailing me.
That's a hard one. As of right now, I'd probably say no.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either.
It feels invasive.
It is.
What about you?
Well, unless my uncle was doing it. No, I wouldn't. I don't know if I want technology
In you.
in me.
You don't want anything.
Okay,
in
what
you.
about people that get like metal rods?
That's different, dude.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, I don't know if they
that's
should
to
be.
replace
technology
the limb,
in you.
dude.
Yeah, I don't know if they should be choosing to do. I mean, it's up to you. Whatever, do whatever the fuck you want. You know, that's my whole thing. But also,
What
like,
if this shit takes you to 2.0? You live 250 years.
then yeah, I'll do it. But if we don't know, then I gotta wait a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be the guinea
You
pig.
do it, yeah. Oh,
I'll
yeah,
decide after I see how you guys turn out.
I mean,
Wait,
people.
If you
wait.
guys start melting and shit, I'm cool. I'll
Well,
probably
then
would
maybe
let us
I'm
do
in.
that?
Hang on, then maybe I'm in.
Yo, dude, you
wanna
want to be
turn
like,
into
hey,
soft
Christian,
serve?
like, chill. Like, you sure you want to do this? You wouldn't say that.
Nah, I mean,
You just let me go and
I'll
do
give
it.
you my honest opinion. Like, yo,
I wouldn't
could
do it,
melt.
but yeah.
you
I heard
could
The guy's
melt.
teeth turned to jelly beans and they just all fell out.
Start bleeding out the ears.
I have a neighbor that, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'd probably give you the full rundown. But if you want to decide, I'm not going to say no.
No, I definitely wouldn't do it. I haven't even tried
100%
VR
no?
yet. So, you done that
VR
VR
lit.
stuff?
VR is lit.
Is it?
VR is
What
lit.
have you done on VR?
I played the Star Wars game.
Oh,
Darth Vader.
okay.
I
That
played
sounds
this
pretty
Walking
cool.
Dead game. That was a little crazy.
There's like this thing called Sandbox VR. Are you guys aware of it?
Mm-hmm.
Where you can like fight zombies. You go into a room that is going to be all VR.
It's so fucking scary though.
Have you done that?
I'm really scared of heights, so like like just the movements and shit really creep me out.
Really?
Yeah.
Would
There's
you-
this one that simulates like a high ass drop.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I had to take it off.
That would
I
fuck
was
me
like,
up. Nope, not
From like
doing that.
one of those New York skyscraper, the top floor shits. No.
Could you go to space? Let's bring it back to like 2019. You're wearing this astronaut helmet for your album cover. Let's say you got the opportunity. Let's say that Elon Musk came across that album cover. It was like, I like this guy in this NASA helmet.
Send him to space.
Let's put him in a space balloon right now and send him off. You taking that opportunity?
No. Who's that actor that went to space and he gave like this depressing ass rundown of space?
What? Who did that?
I think
And how did he describe it?
I saw it like a couple days
recently
ago.
when fucking Jeff Bezos was sending all those celebrities up.
Yeah.
A couple of them came back. Like Michael Strahan came back too, and also like it actually William Shatner.
It was Shatner. He came back. He was like, it just felt like, I don't know, the way he described it. I was like, bro, I never want to see space. I don't give a fuck. I'll die on this place.
The mystery he liked a little bit more than
he was
it
like,
was.
Bro, it's just seeing Earth from up there where it's cold, dark, nothing. And you see Earth and you look at it as a mother and its warmth and life and everything you know.
That's an interesting
and
perspective.
You look that way, I was like, oh my.
No, I would not want to look the other way.
No,
I definitely want to look at Earth with this. You're looking at the depressing
horse
side.
blinders on.
Yeah, I'm looking just in that direction.
Looking at Benicia, I'll look at Vallejo, I'll look at California. Now I'm looking at the ocean. Fuck.
Okay, let's say life on Earth is ceasing to exist. We run out of crops. It's the
Take me first.
It's interstellar.
Take me first.
What do you mean take you first?
I'll stand in line to be the first one they come.
Oh, to like go to Mars.
I'm done. No, I'm out of here, bro. You guys figure that shit out without me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'll reincarnate.
Yeah.
Oh, you just be ready to
I'll
die?
figure out the next thing next time. Looks like we fucked up. I'm done.
I mean, I
I ain't
tried
racing
to
to get on the Ark. I ain't fighting with people to try and get on the spaceship.
I mean,
Is
I
the whole
won't
family
fight.
with you? Like, do you get to bring your people, or is
Plus
it just
3.
you?
Let's say plus 3.
Plus 3.
Ooh.
Fuck.
You're upset at the number?
It's never
You're
enough.
upset
It's
at the
never enough.
number?
It doesn't matter the
I
number.
could have said plus 1. I thought I was being generous
If
with 3.
I said both parents and then my brother,
Yeah.
that leaves my sister-in-law and my nephew.
And no
If
pets.
I said no pets,
no pets.
I'm cool, bro. Leave me here. Y'all
First
go.
of all,
y'all
let's
take
say-
my ticket.
Let's say it's like a
Because
lottery system.
But how dope would Earth be when there's no laws and shit like that? Come on, let's go Book of Eli style.
That last hoorah would be lit.
I'll be driving, shooting AKs while I'm driving down the Golden Gate Bridge.
That's how you guys would spend it?
Yeah,
Nah,
dude.
I don't know what I would do. That sounds like a cool, like, you know what I mean?
Well, I need a
probably
wingsuit.
not
I need a Corvette, and I need 4 pigs.
4 pigs? What are you doing?
Don't
Noah's
ask
Ark?
questions. The world's over. That would be 2 pigs.
You're right. You're
And
right.
I want 4 men.
And let's make this more interesting. Let's say
You
that
have one of those rods in your legs.
and we all have Neuralink just implanted in our brains,
I mean,
shooting AKs.
look, we saw Wall-E. We know what happens.
Yeah, we kind of know where this is going.
Okay. Hey, well, all right, fine. Shoot down my.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah,
Go
but you're
ahead,
gonna
go
fight
ahead.
to get in, like elbow people to get in
No,
line.
we're not
or
fighting.
what?
It's a raffle system. You know
That's
how?
gonna lead to more fight. Have you watched War of the Worlds?
No, but I do have the sneakers app on my phone, and you can
And
go.
it's horrible.
And it's no because
It
it's
is the
fair.
worst.
It's a
It's
raffle
poop.
system.
No, dude, it's garbage, bro.
No, and let's say instead
It
of a
is
sneakers
terrible.
app, it's it's the Mars app, and so like you put in your information.
How many sneakers on the sneakers
Sorry,
app?
you're not selected.
Sorry,
To
sorry.
live.
And then
In
your
the
buddy,
next
and your buddy
lifetime.
next to you gets it, and you're just like, "Fuck! I was what half a second too late."
Well, that's when you like coerce him and be like, "Hey, who's your
No,
plus
when
3?"
that's when you kill him and just take it. Now you have plus 3. This is what I'm saying.
Y'all
They
are
probably
evil.
have an ID
Your
system.
raffle system.
Yeah, there's an ID.
ID. Like, we're going to have Neuralink by then.
I'm just saying, raffle system in my mind would lead to more violence.
It would.
Remember Jingle All the Way?
Then how
Hang
are we
on a second.
choosing?
We
I don't even
can't-
care if you
can't
can't
choose.
If
That's
I
why
can't
only-
have it, no one can.
Yeah, that's
There's
why
gonna
only
be
the
those.
rich-
What?
There's going to be those.
Only the rich and the elite will do it. They won't tell the poor people who are doing it. That's what they say in like all the movies. The rich and the elite know what's happening. They already have the arcs built. They're going to do it without telling us because if they tell us, the mass society would freak out. We'd have major riots and start killing, and then potentially stop them from escaping.
Just like Titanic.
Yeah, so the best thing that they can do is just leave without telling us, and then they get to proliferate and create their lives because they're
Okay.
the rich and the famous people. We don't even know.
That makes sense.
At best, that's what's going to happen.
I like that.
best.
Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Do
I
not
don't-
tell us.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm fine.
remember Don't Look Up?
Yep.
That was like the whole mistake. It's like as soon as they told everybody, everything went
They
tits up.
freaked the fuck out.
That was a great movie.
How about what's your move in the apocalypse? Zombie apocalypse. Let's be specific about this. You got a bunker? You got a bunker in Pittsburgh?
No, I don't. But I'm just gonna tape. I saw that in one
Walking
of those shows
Dead,
or
maybe?
movies.
Yeah, no, they taping up the
Maybe
arms.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah. Oh, it might have
Was
been
it?
Shaun of the
Just
Dead.
tape all your you know what I mean,
then you-
extremities.
Cover yourself
like
in
the little brother
zombie
from
guts.
Christmas Story.
Oh, the zombie. Yeah, the zombie gets a good move too.
Yeah, cover
Blend
yourself
in.
in zombie guts so that you act like a zombie or you smell like a zombie, so that you can just walk past them.
I think the scariest zombies are the ones from Last of Us though.
So
They full
the mushy
sprint,
ones.
bro. What the fuck? And they explode and shit. Come on, and they're ugly.
Did you see the big one?
Yeah, it's
like
like
bloater?
bloater or bloater. Yeah.
And then they had the little gymnast girl as a clicker too.
Bro.
Well, she was fine actually. She's okay.
She was scary. Dude, that was like an 8-year-old gymnast girl.
She's dead.
I don't like what you're saying, dude. Christian, in the future, think about cutting that out.
Also, this takes place in the future, so she's not
Shut
8.
the fuck up, dude.
10 years
Shut
in the
fuck
future.
up. Would you be able to kill your loved one if they got infected?
They did, yeah. Fuck, it would. Shit. What do I have on me?
Oh, like what kind? What's the weapon?
Plastic fork.
A spork, bro. A spork.
You gotta turn it into a shiv.
Let's say you got a shiv. Sure.
Fuck.
Because I feel like a gun is too easy. You could do that from a distance. Everyone's.
Yeah, we read of Mice and Men.
Yeah, you're right.
Lenny, tell me about the rabbits.
The rabbits, George. The rabbits, George.
You remember the Saturday Night Live sketch?
That shit was
when
fucked,
Lenny turns around. Lenny's like, right, George, what the fuck? What the
Yeah.
I didn't see that. That's
That's
funny as shit.
really funny,
He
though.
just got him in the middle.
What the
fuck?
Was it the director's cut of Mice and Men?
Okay, so let's say, in my mind, if it was my brother, or my mom, I don't know. I think I'd be like,
bro.
take me. You could bite me,
I would just low key just leave.
You just got to do it.
and then just let them be, and let them be opportunity, or like let them spread it. It was rough.
We're not getting out of
You
this.
just got to do it. Also,
You saw they had to kill homegirl just to get the immunity shit.
Maybe.
Maybe. And it's still like a 20-80 chance. And look, we're done.
We
We're
know
cooked.
from COVID and how everybody reacted. We'd be out of toilet paper and people would be hiding their bite marks as soon as we got to safe places. So we're all fucked anyways.
Wasn't that a wild time that we lived in? Was COVID?
Dude,
The
we're
fact-
gonna look back on that in like 10 years.
That was our zombie pre-draft, and we fucked it all up.
We weren't good at it. The
That was
first
our
thing
scouting report.
Yeah, fucked it all up. Toilet paper and booze went away first, and we're just like, fuck.
Dude, when there was no toilet paper or like dish soap, I was like, where are our priorities? The food is
Our
stocked.
assholes.
The food is fully stocked.
Yeah.
You guys sit
Yeah.
here worried about toilet papers.
Well, what's nuts is that once we start hearing about this disease that could spread airborne, we started packing ourselves in Costco's to get toilet paper.
Well, no, and at no point was it like this disease makes you shit or you're gonna have diarrhea. Like that was never ever a thing about COVID. People would just instantly be like,
where our
I'm gonna have to wipe my
priorities
ass.
I mean, I was safe because you know this about Filipinos. We put waters into a bucket and then we use the bucket to wipe our ass.
I was also
Crazy.
safe because I don't wipe my ass because it's gay to have a straight man touch your butthole. And as a straight man, I can't even touch my own. So
So you just walk around with a shitty ass all the time.
I push hard
dirty
enough
butt.
that I don't have to deal with it.
A clean
okay.
pinch.
A lot of fiber. Nice.
It's actually a big problem. I mean, if there's a zombie, if there's any kind of apocalypse or zombie outbreak or loss of government or whatever, immediately my goal is to become a war chieftain. And I'm going to treat everything like it's fucking Civ 6. I'm going to build up my own fucking family in. We're going to build up walls. We're going to protect
You're gonna
ourselves.
be like that guy from like episode 3. I can't remember his name, the gay guy.
I was thinking
He's
of
in- they
Negan,
were
but
in
sure.
Episode 3 of Last of Us.
Yeah.
You're talking about Bill and Frank.
Nick Offerman.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill and Frank? Was
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
the
Bill
name?
and Frank.
I'd be Nick
Amazing.
Offerman before he fell in love.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, totally. Like just building up fences and stuff.
He was
I
a
don't
doom
think so.
prepper. He got lucky.
Yeah, he did.
He's lucky he was right.
Real lucky. But I don't think you'd be that. What I think Alejandro would be, you'd be the first, you'd be like Negan. You would go. So you know how in these shows, the zombies or the infected aren't the main enemies.
I love that Last of Us did that like more than Walking Dead did. Walking Dead got repetitive. With
Walking Dead, I'm tired of.
Hang on a
I'm
second.
tired.
So how am I like Negan?
I was
You're
say,
gonna be this person
you're
that
gonna kill Steven Yeun.
that preys on other people to make myself.
you're gonna garner a cult. You're gonna have a cult.
I
You're gonna be a leader of a cult, and then you're gonna be the real threat. You're gonna be the real threat.
The
and we're-
cannibals.
the zombies are just a factor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Negan had it all, bro.
The zombies are the side mission.
I'm there,
you're
bro,
The,
yeah.
You're the boss.
I'm the
Bowser.
one you got to worry about.
Where's the first place you're going? Let's say on the news it says it seems to be that we have feral infected people in a hospital.
Feral.
Shit. I have no clue. I always think about this. Costco is way too obvious. I
So
want to go
obvious.
somewhere that's like, yo, Shit.
Like a grocery outlet.
All the vegans are gonna go to Whole Foods. So that's
or Trader Joe's.
Vegans won't
Trader
last long
Joe's
at
is
all.
fun.
I'm going. Every city has a National Guard outpost.
You go there.
Guns, food, and cars.
Okay.
What else do you need?
I don't know. It's tough. I'm constantly in this mindset where I look around me and I see what's the closest thing I could grab if a zombie were to break through that.
Right now, what are you grabbing?
I'm grabbing. I'm hiding behind you. I'm grabbing your shoulders so I can push you closer to the zombie.
Yeah, I mean
The drill
A
will probably
bottle.
work.
Oh yeah, there
The
is a
drill
drill up in
probably
this
work.
thing, dude. I like your sound
welcome
effects,
to the
dude.
Matrix.
Close enough.
In his eye though, so he likes it. No. What if vampires take over? Huh? Where are you
I've
going?
never been really scared as vampires, bro.
I've never been scared of
Why?
vampires either.
They could be real
Are
scary.
you kidding me?
I mean, even as a kid, they were always kind of hokey.
Your
you know?
thing is biting my neck?
At night only.
Like, bro, okay. I'll hit you with a spotlight.
What?
You can't.
I don't think it's just light. It's daylight. Is your shit giving
There's
off like?
like a 50% chance if he eats a Wingstop wing, he's cooked. Because
Oh,
if they got garlic
fucking
parmesan
garlic.
on it, you're
He can't-
done, bro.
The
That's
whole
easier.
country of Italy is safe.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a vampire in Italy?
I've never seen a vampire.
Period. Yeah.
See? So I'm like 80% right.
All right, you're right. And then like with Twilight and shit, like how they romanticize
Yeah,
vampires,
that's
it's not
lame.
as scary.
They're not
Interview with a
scary.
vampire.
Vampires don't scare me.
What's your
Knock
biggest
on
fear
wood.
then? What scares you?
What scares me? Heights.
That's your biggest fear.
That is my Achilles heel is heights.
Have you ever tried to face your fear? Have you
Yeah.
ever?
Through
The
the
VR
VR.
thing, yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
thought that
it.
would cure it.
Okay.
Just made it worse.
Didn't.
No,
Had
skydiving.
me flying over
Skydiving then.
Spain. I was like, get me out of here, dude.
Yeah. Would you skydive?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
I'm not an adrenaline junkie like that. Like, even if I wasn't scared of it, I probably wouldn't pique my interest.
What's your favorite thing to do? Let's say other than making music, like at the end of the day, like what is the thing you want to do?
I like,
Sleeping.
yeah, like that's rare, so I like that. I like to indulge in sleep.
You just chill,
Yeah,
watch something, and knock out.
yeah. I just like, I don't know. I really like learning. I just love everything around creativity. I love new movies. Real cinephile now.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm getting surprised. The more and more we're recording this podcast, you're just throwing out some movie references and titles out there, which is rare for us because the people that we've had on the podcast, they can't typically keep up with us.
Yeah.
So
Give me something.
what? Oh, like
Shoot something.
Here. Like what? What do you mean? Like,
I don't know. Shoot some shit about movies. I
Okay,
don't know.
we're gonna play a game right now.
All right.
We're gonna choose an actor, and then we're gonna go in a
We
circle,
haven't played this in a while.
and we're gonna just name movie titles that actor is
I'm
in.
gonna lose, but let's do it.
Oh, you seem
Like I
so
said,
Do you want
confident.
to pick the actor then? So that way it's in your favor.
No. Give me a challenge.
Okay.
I'm gonna lose, but I will take my L to the chin.
Let's do Brad Pitt.
Okay.
Is
Fight
that-
Club.
It's a good start.
Okay. Oh, me.
Pass to the left.
Bullet Train.
That was great.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
shit. That was a great movie.
Ocean's 13.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Ooh, really good. An Interview with a Vampire.
Ooh.
Ocean's 12.
Oh, you're gonna do this
Yeah,
sequel
Ocean,
thing. All right.
Ocean. No, I'm just saying. I'm not gonna.
I mean,
do
there
that.
is one more.
could. Go
There's
ahead.
one
I'm
Do
more.
not gonna do it. I'm gonna save your next round.
Thank you.
Benjamin Button.
Nice.
Ah.
We were just talking
Ah.
about that. Yeah.
Curious
yeah.
case.
All right. Let's see. I just had it in my brain. Inglourious Bastards.
That was my next one.
Nice, nice. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take my L.
No, dude. This is an A-list star. You got nothing else?
For Brad Pitt,
Brad Pitt, man.
he does have a lot of shit, but I haven't seen anything else.
Okay, so you'll take the L?
Yeah, I'll take my
All right.
L.
Let's keep going.
I actually did better than I thought.
You did pretty good. You hung in there.
That's my
not
guy.
bad.
I like
All
him.
right, Deadpool 2.
Ocean's 11.
Of course. You can use that. Motherfucker. Okay.
He was in Deadpool 2?
He was like
For
one of the
half a second.
Yeah, a half a second. It was a cameo.
I actually haven't seen that movie in a minute. Yeah.
All right, I'm out. You win.
Thelma and Louise.
Okay.
Damn.
That's a good one.
Let's see if I got any more in them. You already said Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. That's all I
Thinking of
got.
some young Brad Pitt stuff. I just couldn't get there.
I can't
I think
remember.
Thelma and Louise was his first movie, actually.
It
Was
was.
it?
Yeah.
It was. That's where he was like stamped the sex symbol.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
That'll do
what,
it.
What else? You said you had something else for us?
All right, we're gonna do one more round of this movie thing, and then at the end of our episodes, we typically—I don't know if you're familiar, but we do an improv scene, and it seems like you get a little silly. You ever done improv before?
No.
Okay, we'll get there when we get there.
Okay.
You've been doing it all episode.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we typically end these episodes by doing an improv scene.
Cool.
Super low stakes because, dude, it's just off the top of the dome.
Awesome.
There's also no audience.
Yeah, and
Explain.
it could be about anything that we talked about in this episode, or it could be about nothing at all.
Cool.
But yeah, we'll just do the damn thing. So, ladies and
Following your
gentlemen,
lead.
highly irrelevant.
Awesome.
Are we out of Diet Coke, guys? We all out of Diet Coke?
Yeah, we only got just Coke.
Yeah.
We actually don't drink soda in here though.
Oh, I mean, it's a weird soda shop.
Hey, yeah. I mean, we're just really trying to get with the times. Everyone's vegan now. Everyone is like gluten free.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Danny,
Diet Coke doesn't fall into that?
No, it doesn't. We actually here at Coke Emporium and more, we have our very new line of different sodas that are healthier for you. Danny, if you could just go down the list of the new Cokes that we have this season.
Coke?
It's classic, yeah.
Yeah, we can't get rid of the classic.
No, I mean, you tried.
Coke 2?
Yeah, the sequel to Coke.
Double the size, double the soda.
It gets bigger.
Coke 3?
That one's actually smaller because it's cubed, so it's a
Coke.
tiny Coke,
And a small Coke, yes.
baby Cokes.
Yeah, that's to watch your calories. So,
Wow.
I mean,
that's also why I was drinking Diet Coke because
Take
0
it-
calories.
well, and then like, what else do you want? We have more than just soda.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, do you guys serve food here?
Yeah, we have different types of food that are good for you, vegan and gluten free. And so, Danny, can you go down the list of the different types of foods that we have here?
Peach.
Oh, that's a peach. That's just a peach.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's good. Healthy options.
Sweet,
Okay, what else?
sweet, very sweet.
Papaya.
More fruit.
Yeah, we have a garden in the back, is what it seems
You
like.
grow those both in the same soil. Interesting.
Yes.
Burger.
Also, we grew that. We didn't make it. We have a plant. It's a plant in the back.
A burger plant?
Yes.
I've heard of those.
Yes, it's vegan. It's fully vegan
I mean,
and
if it's
gluten free.
growing, it's growing on the vine.
So, anything else that you want?
I mean, I always like a little dessert after my meal.
Perfect, because we have a new line of
the thing.
desserts. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Is
And
one
so-
of them Diet Coke?
Well, I mean, no, that's part of the soda line. I mean, you should know that. You should know that, and we
My first time
don't
here,
have it.
so that's what I'm asking.
Okay. All right, Danny, if you could just tell them and go down the list of the different desserts that we have.
Boot.
Just a small child's boot.
Yes, a Doc Martin, if anything. Yes.
I mean, is that edible? That's edible?
Yes.
Yes,
And
actually.
it's a leather boot, so is that vegan?
I mean, it's faux leather.
Pleather.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the only option. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I guess I'll have the boot with like some ice cream on the side. I don't know. How do you
No, we don't do that.
We don't do ice cream.
All right, just the boot then.
Well, I mean,
Coke?
I'll take a Coke 3.
cut to the back of the office. Christian's talking to Danny. Yo, Danny, I know you've been working here for like 3 months now, and you're really learning the ropes. But
Love it.
yeah, the way you talk to our customers, you're forcing these products down their throats.
Yeah.
Essentially,
Yeah.
it's great marketing, but also, I mean, you're not really giving them an option. There's
No.
zero description behind the product.
No.
Even this conversation, it seems one-sided.
Yeah.
I tried.
Hey, hi. Sorry to interrupt. They sent me down from the Neuralink factory. They said your buddy Danny's got a problem with his Neuralink.
Oh, that makes sense.
It'll just take a couple seconds. Just 1
Well,
second.
Danny, you did the damn thing. You did the Neuralink.
Yeah.
How are you liking it?
Yeah.
You're getting the one-word responses. It happens all the time. Don't worry. Do you
What are you programming into his Neuralink right now?
just the rest of his vocabulary,
Okay.
and they're good to go. All right, you guys have a good night.
Beep, boop, 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 boop.
Oh, now he's just.
Yo, what's up, bro?
It's rebooting.
Whoa.
Did I
Okay.
miss anything?
Yeah. No, not at all. Hey, let's just cut back to the front. Let's get back to business. We got a customer waiting. We got.
Oh, yeah. Let's get him.
Yeah. All right.
I just have one question. I'm sorry. You guys have been very attentive. I
Yes,
appreciate
hi.
it. Hi. Ooh,
Hey.
His eyes are different. I'll take a Coke, but I don't want any of the ones you guys offer. Do you have something special?
Danny, what you got?
Sorry. Really, all we have is Coke 2 now.
Oh, well, then I guess
Just
I'll
had
have
someone come in and buy the rest of the stock. So just Coke 2, is that good?
a Coke 2 is perfect. Yeah.
Do you still want boot?
The boot is great. I'll take the boot.
cool.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
And scene. Beautiful. Beautiful. You're the best salesman I've ever fucking met. You're like.
Coke 2, baby.
Yeah, you said. What'd you say? Peach. Papaya. Burger. Boot.
My next one was onion.
Love it, dude.
Nice. That was fun.
All right, dude. Well, thanks for coming to the studio and getting a little goofy with us.
Great time. This is so fun.
I'm glad you had a good time. We had a good time as well, talking about anything and everything, touching up on your music.
Yeah.
April 28th. Real Star drops on all streaming platforms. But if you want to be the real homie, and this comes out before April 28th, I don't know when we're dropping this, go ahead and buy it and support, because you're gonna spend $10 or more on some on what? A fucking Coke 2? You could go ahead and spend it.
Is Coke 2 that expensive? I wouldn't have ordered it if I knew.
But no, dude, there's something about, I love when people support, music like that. Because now in this day and age where everything is streamable, no one's paying for shit anymore, man. Yeah. And like you were saying, Spotify doesn't give you a good payout. Apple doesn't give the greatest payout. Tidal gives a payout because
none of Jay-Z. Even that's like a cent.
Yeah.
A full penny.
A full penny.
Yes,
a full Lincoln. Cool.
But yeah, the link is in your bio. If this is before April 28th, they can hit the link in the bio. You can pay what you want for the album. It's a slapper. 8 tracks. You did a great job. I fucking love your music. I'm gonna shower with you compliments because you're not good at taking compliments.
I'll take that one. Thank you.
You'll take it.
You're gonna like it.
You're dope as hell. Any shout outs before you dip out?
Shout out my mom, my dog, my brother, my nephew, my sister-in-law, my girlfriend Danny, God, whoever you believe in. Lamar Odom.
Oh, nice.
Glad to see you back, bro.
Get him out of the boxing ring.
Yeah, don't do that again. But shout out to you. I do have a few more.
Go ahead, keep going, dude.
Shoot. Shout out to, I don't know how to say your last name, but Stephen Ewan.
Steven Ewan. While you're watching that new Netflix show or something?
No, but I heard about it. I just watched Burning. It was great.
I haven't seen it.
It was great. He's a great actor.
Invincible, really good.
Invincible.
Solid.
Incredible. I got a few more if you want.
Whatever you want, man.
We run this shit. So
Shout out to the guy at Whole Foods today. Super nice to me.
He likes to listen to this podcast too.
Yeah. Shoot. Text me if you want a shout out next time. I got him. 50 cents a piece.
Hell yeah.
Damn, making money from it.
Why aren't we doing that?
I don't know. Baddies, follow us wherever you guys know where to follow us. That's on the podcast, ICBTB podcast on Instagram. Call_me Jesus on Instagram for Alejandro.
Yep.
Christian has asthma. For me, ICBTB.com for all your wants and needs. We'll be restocking on merch eventually, so I'm sorry if you've been waiting, but shit, that just makes it doper.
They're waiting, Christian. It's like Supreme. We're trying to do a Supreme sort of thing.
Yeah, we're going to be dropping an ICBTB brick, an ICBTB hatchet, ICBTB toothpaste, dude.
Yep.
And it just fucks up your teeth and it doesn't actually help you.
Lawnmower.
Yeah. An ICBTB lawnmower or scythe would be dope.
Scythe.
Anything to...
Scythe. Can you buy scythes?
I think you can. I don't think that was banned.
I think it should be.
There's no scythe law.
I think we need to talk to some people on Capitol Hill then.
I would like a scythe.
I would like a scythe. That should be your new brand, dude.
Scythe?
Yeah.
A scythe in one hand, inhaler in the other?
Yeah, and still rocking the NASA helmet.
And then just be like, NASA will kill you.
And then people are just like, who's this Danny Ali guy?
He's got a lot going on.
I like your brand.
It works for me. The way we end a lot of episodes with our guests is that we have our guests look into the barrel of their camera and they leave the listeners with one. That's hella scary. They leave the listeners with one phrase, one word, an anecdote, or whatever they want to say.
Okay. Boot.
Danny Ali, thanks for coming to the studio. Thanks for goofing around with us. We love you, man. And until next time, because you're always welcome here.
Yes.
We'll catch you later, my friend.
Awesome.
April 28th. Check out Real Star. Peace out, y'all. Bye. Bad.